Dave, I'm coming for you. What's up guys, JNO here, and welcome to JNO United. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and remember, it's all about the game.
What's going on everybody, my name is Dave and welcome back after a long wait to the mid-table clash. Now, as you can see by the intro, it's slightly weird, we're doing a call at the start, and that is mainly because for some reason I've been sacked as manager of Swansea City. I'll explain it a bit more later on, but we're doing the call just so the guys can kind of decide what happens for me as a manager, who I'm going on to manage now for the rest of this episode and the rest obviously of this series. So I'm going to hand over to them now anyway.
Now, let me have a look at the table.
Well, I'm looking at the likes of we could be nice, give him Newcastle. We could be...
Which means I think we'd still have that clash in the same episode.
Yeah.
We could be reasonable and give you Leicester, or we can be absolute pricks and give you Sunderland, Bournemouth, Villa or Norwich.
If you give him Leicester, I face him in this episode.
I've got Leicester, actually, as well.
I'm kind of inclined to agree with Leicester then, just so you can play.
But the thing is, Leicester are above Palace and Stoke.
Twice in one episode.
But they are below Swansea, I suppose.
Yeah, they are below Swansea, yes.
If we were to go from the original plans, which was to have one
Norwich,
of the other teams,
or it would be one of the bottom three, was the original plan.
I don't know. I thought it was going to be one of the other teams that we had originally had to choose from.
Oh, I don't even know if I've got that list. Well, he's not having Everton.
Well, Newcastle was in that list. That's all I can say.
You can't give him Mitrovic. That's not fair.
He's definitely not having Everton because
Mitrovic has to leave on a free transfer to me. If he gets Newcastle, I'm having that.
And I get Wijnaldum.
So
I'll also take Obertan.
The lowest club that was part of that list is Newcastle.
Yeah. However, I think that Villa or Leicester, because I don't think Leicester are as good as Newcastle on Football Manager.
But Villa was never part of the list. We've always considered them relegation candidates.
Donker.
I'm inclined to just go with Leicester, because I don't want to give him Villa, because that means he's pretty much relegated.
You give him Chelsea, and then give him the challenge to get relegated.
Lose every game. Never do a press conference and always click on no comment every single time.
Alright, I'll accept Leicester and then probably regret it when he beats me.
I'll accept Leicester or Newcastle.
I'm not letting Newcastle.
No, I'm not letting Newcastle. Got two.
Right, so after long discussion, they've decided now that I am going to be the new manager of Leicester.
Sunderland.
Of Leicester City. So I'm actually playing two of them in this episode now. So I'm going to end the call and let's get it going.
Yay.
Hey, here we go. Okay guys, so it is the first game of this episode for us. There has been some cup games. Dave with Leicester had a cup game and got through. I believe he holidayed it and managed to get through, and unfortunately Joe lost to Chelsea, so Joe is now out of the cup. We're now into the Premier League and I've got the league leaders, Arsenal, come into the Hawthorns. I've gone with a little bit more of a defensive version of my tactic, hoping to keep Arsenal out, but they are the favourites, so hopefully we can cause an upset. Crystal Palace versus Leicester, so Dave's going to have a really hard start to his new job. And then we've got Stoke versus Southampton as well. So let's get into the game. So the lineup we are going with is Callery with Pavon and McLean as the inside forwards. Then we have James Morrison, Luke Romero, and Darren Fletcher with Pocognoli, Dawson, Evans and Chester, with Ben Foster in goal. And as you can see, my complete wing backs are on support now, and Lucas Romero is on centre mid support and centre mid attack like James Morrison. We are coming up against Oliver Giroud, Alexis Sanchez, Mesut Ozil, Theo Walcott, Chamberlain and Ramsey is the two centre mids, so hopefully we can win the battle in the middle of the park with a bit of strength. Hopefully Darren Fletcher, Romero can bully him a little bit. Gibbs, Paulista, Mertesacker, Bellerin and Cech in goal, because Shelney is not there, which is a plus. So let's see what we can do. Okay, they've got the ball around our box again. Giroud, pass it off to Sanchez, who cuts inside easy, but Foster with the save. and it's not looking great so far. All the highlights are going to them, but we have had a shot apparently, just it wasn't worthy of a highlight. And now Walcott with the cross. Walcott shouldn't be that good at crosses, so hopefully nothing comes of it. We drop down to 10th because Liverpool have just scored against Bournemouth. Another cross. Mertesacker rises up and gets a header goal. It's not looking too amazing for us so far. Morrison wins that though, quickly up to Calorie. Can we build something quickly on the counter? If 14 keeps running, okay, maybe not. If 14 makes a run now, can Romero find him? No, Romero. Don't ask me what Romero just did there. It's not good here. Walcott crosses it to Giroud. Too easy for them there. That's on the half-hour mark. Arsenal take the lead. What can we do to change this? So we can see Walcott gets it. Someone should have got a foot in there. He just lays it in the middle and there's no one there. Foster really needed to come out for that ball there, to be honest. And unfortunately we are down. Sanchez skips past his man. He's going to get the cross in. Do not give away a penalty, whatever you do. Although Sanchez is just taking his time, dribbling around us, making it look simple. I might change it to counter. We'll go control, see if we can get... That is a great ball by Romero, and Pavon can't get it on target, but Romero out of nowhere finds a great ball to Pavon. If only that could have gone in. Well, I want them to show me something else in the second half. I want them to go and play. Fuck it, we're 1-0 down. Let's go out there, play. Just go for the gullet. Gonna bring on Brom. And we're gonna bring on Gamboa. And hopefully they can make something happen, the two of them. Problem is now I play it a lot more and have other saves. I'm worried that whatever it was that I did that made me start winning games, I may mess up by trying to make changes. But McLean through to Calorie. Calorie, put the ball away, please. We're creating a chance though, which is good. And the possession has creeped up a bit. They're clear-cut chances. They've only had 2 clear-cut chances. I've had 3, so it's just a matter of the fact that my clear-cut chances weren't put away, which is disappointing. McLean, can he make something happen here? He's into Zarate, into Brunt. Can we get an equaliser? Why? Yes! I was like, why is it paused? But we've actually got an equaliser. By going on the counter-attack, we have pulled it back in the 76th minute. Just here, McLean into Zarate, finds Brunt making the run behind. Keeper check, really probably should have caught that. Falls back to Brunt and he puts it in the back of the net. Thank you, boys. Well done. I can't actually believe. We've had loads more clear-cut chances now, actually. So, could we actually pick up a win here? Yep, there's the final whistle. So we actually get a 1-1 draw against Arsenal. I'm actually really pleased with that performance overall. It wasn't looking too good at the beginning, but the boys kept fighting for it. That is a great performance by the team. I mean, no player stood out massively. Lucas Romero was the highest rated on a 7.9. And yeah, that keep getting those points, keep ticking over with 10th, so we're still top half of the table. And if we look at the other results, we've got Palace versus Leicester. Leicester let go of a 1-0 lead and crumbled and went down 3-1. Stoke picked up a 1-0 win against Southampton, so Kurt will be happy with that. And then we got the 1-1 draw. So everything is looking good for me, Joe and Kurt this episode. But Dave, more misery. Alright guys, so we're going into the second game and we're coming up against Dave. It's a completely different fixture than I thought I was going to come up against him at, but he has just recently lost to Joe 3-1, so I'm hoping to compile the misery compiler, hashtag it, and hopefully get another win, climb up that table, maybe overtake Everton, Southampton or Liverpool. Let's get into the game and see if we can dominate, because we are at home against a side that are lower than us in the table. So the formation, slightly different. Rondon is back into the side, Calorie moved out to the right, McLean on the left, Fletcher and Morrison in the middle, Romero as the halfback, Chris Brunt and Gamboa back as the complete wing backs, with Olsen and Evans and Timo Horn getting a call up, giving him a chance because he's been training really well. And then we have Jamie Vardy, Alvarez, Mahrez. Alvarez is a great pickup, by the way, quite cheap at the beginning of the game. I think he might even be on a free. Drinkwater, King, Inler, who's a great player. Don't know why he didn't get much time at Leicester in real life because of I believe King's performances and Drinkwater. Schlupp, Simpson, Morgan, Belanta and Kasper Schmeichel. Hopefully we do not lose to him. I mean, he's the one that got sacked. I shouldn't lose to someone who's got sacked. It is game time. Leicester are kicking off at the Hawthorns. Please pick up a victory against Dave. I've only beaten Kurt in this series so far, so another victory against one of the people playing would be great. Brunt has a throw-in their final third. It's back to Brunt. Can he find Romero on the edge of the box? Romero's looking for the pass. Can he find someone? He holds the ball up. Don't lose it. Don't lose it here. Great play by Romero holding it up. Rondon, whoever that was, went into an offside position unfortunately, but Gamboa gets it. Calorie hits the side netting, but the wrong side of the side netting. But that's good play. Romero very calm and composed in that situation there, and I just wish Rondon had played that ball through, but he didn't see the pass unfortunately. Okay, another highlight. McLean crosses the ball in to Fletcher. Fletcher can't get on the end of it, but Calorie picks it up. Calorie passes it back out to McLean, but that was an awful pass to McLean there. Gamboa picks it up again though. What can he do with it? I'm worried he's going to get tackled there, but he just calmly dribbles down the pitch, and he does finally get tackled, but he's still got the ball. Pass it, thank you. Morrison on the ball now to Fletcher. Pass it off to McLean, to Calorie. Just put it around the keeper, Calorie. Come on. That should have been a goal. That is a clear-cut chance if I've ever seen one. Okay, this isn't looking good. Alvarez on the ball to Simpson. Back out to Alvarez. I wish I'd known about Alvarez when we started this save. Rondon picks up. I'm not sure if that was a bad pass or not, but McLean sees Calorie in acres of space. That touch was suspect. Very suspect. But Gamboa crosses it in. Calorie again. Can you redeem yourself? I mean, it was on target. Schmeichel's had to make the save, but Calorie's touch there was pretty awful. This highlight could go either way, and I'm just dreading. They've not had a chance yet. Do not let this happen. Mahrez is away down the right. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. Okay, Mahrez in real life has missed 2 penalties in a row, so surely he should miss this. But I cannot believe the first time I think he's got into my box and he wins a penalty. Timo Horn with the save. Get in. Mahrez living up to his penalty reputation in game as well as in real life. Thank God. That would have been a travesty if that had gone in, and I think Dave will admit that, but we'll see in the Skype call. Okay, Evans passes it to Morrison. Morrison looking for Rondon. Rondon play it. Not Calorie. Oh my God, Calorie. That's it. You're coming off at half time. I can't keep playing you there. Like, we could have got. They score from this as well. Mahrez cuts inside too easily. Surely we tackle it there. Inler with a shot. Timo Horn puts it round the post, but that's another chance they've got now, and they've got a corner. I think Calorie's got to come off. He's not been good. Could go for Zarate, see what he can do out there, which I think is what I'm going to do. Or if I put Pavon on actually, and then swap Pavon and McLean, because McLean can play on the right. I mean, I'm happy with the way the game's gone apart from that penalty, so I don't think I'm going to change anything. I had such high hopes for Calorie when I signed him. He's a great player. He's got decent potential. The clips I saw of him on Scout Nation suggested a decent attacking player. Okay, so we've got McLean on the right now and switched wings to Fletcher. Hopefully McLean can actually press Leicester's left back better than Calorie did. Gamboa has space on the right. Can he find a good cross in? It's into Rondon. Back post to Pavon. What a save by Schmeichel. Clear-cut chance number 2, and we failed to put it away again. Great save by Kasper Schmeichel. Starting to worry now that this is one of those games where I feel like I should win, and it's just going to go badly wrong late on in the game. Okay, Gamboa to Evans. Back to Gamboa. Number 7. Alright, long ball to Rondon. That was a good ball as well. Out wide to Pavon. Pavon, you have space. Run into it. Go for it. Right, Fletcher. Through to Rondon. Oh dear. Okay, that's it. I'm struggling to keep these players on the pitch when they're playing like that. So now we have Pavon and Zarate joining McLean as our main 3 attacking players. Hopefully Pavon or Zarate can make up for the awful performances by Calorie and Rondon. Timo Horn is on an 8.2 though, so when he's been called on in this game, he's really stepped his game up. I dropped him because he wasn't performing, but calling him back up, it seems to have been the right decision. He's starting to live up to his potential. Okay, King has it in the middle. Danny Drinkwater. Well done, Brunt. Greatly won. Pavon, not sure what you were doing there, but Romero, play it through. Oh, joking me. Well played, Evans. That was dangerous if that had gone over. Just struggling to see how we've not done anything in this game yet. And it's out to Alvarez to Schlupp. Crossed in. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I mean, Dave may have changed something, but how have we not done more with this game?
And now you've got yourself something funky.
Just Rondon and Calorie have been awful. I think I'm panicking changing all these strikers, but before you leave us, Ricky Lambert, please do something good for us. Help us out, because we need something to happen to change up front. We seriously need something to change up front. But Zarate not going to win that header. Okay, Gamboa. What are you doing? And Vardy's just got behind my defence. Great tackle. I don't know who that was, but that was a fantastic tackle. Might have to go attack. I know what's most likely going to happen now is he's going to score again, but we need the goal. I really don't feel like we deserve to be behind. Play it through to number 7. Go on, Morrison. Play it again. Zarate, do something with your life. Thank you. Oh my god. Thank you so freaking much. Zarate on loan from West Ham. Come on, you Irons. Does what Rondon, Calorie and McLean could not do, and that's finally put the ball in the back of the bloody net. Great play by Morrison, and I think Lambert was involved there. He got the ball first, and then Zarate beat Schmeichel at his near post. I want the win. I really feel like we should have won this. Clear-cut chances, we've dominated. Pass completion is gone their way now, but for 50-60 minutes we were the better team. That Gamboa, I'm fed up of you throwing the ball in and it going straight to one of their players. Are you colourblind? Zarate, nicely out wide to Gamboa. Give it back to Zarate, he's done well. Pavon, back post, come on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, that's it. We're going back to standard. We do not need to keep chasing the game. Great ball by Gamboa, finally. Pavon at the back post just taps it past Schmeichel. Schmeichel isn't really at fault for that. I don't think there's much he could have done. Put it on counter. We want to go to structured. Tighten up at the back. Morrison out wide to Gamboa. I mean, if you score again, that'd be great. But whatever you do, do not let them run at us for one. Like this, get the tackle in. Do not let Dyer score. Thank you, Timo Horn. Great save. Timo Horn could virtually be winning us points here with saves like that. Come on, that's full time. Get in. We have pulled it back. We dominated for 50-60 minutes. Then they got a goal, started to play some football, and we managed to pull it back and get a 2-1 win. Okay, so Stoke, another win for Kurt. He's beaten Aston Villa. He's climbing up that table, now at 13th. Palace just losing out to Watford 3-2. So Palace have dropped. And I am now 9th, 25 points. Timo Horn, man of the match. But I just feel like we should have done better earlier on. Some of my star players, who are meant to be my star players, didn't perform. But let's go on to the next match, final match of this episode, and then we'll get on to the Skype call. Okay guys, so we're on to the third game. This is the game I should have been playing against Dave, but Swansea are now, as far as I'm aware, under a caretaker manager still, and we need another win to hopefully climb up that table and start getting near those European places. Now, the team we've gone with is a bit different. We've gone with Rondon. As you can see, Calorie has not got into the team. We're sticking with Rondon for now. We've got James McLean on the left, Morrison and Fletcher in the middle, Romero as halfback, Gamboa, Pocognoli, Dawson Evans and Timo Horn keeping his place after that great performance against Leicester. Coming up against Swansea, the kind of team that Dave built but is now no longer manager of. We've got Gomez, Ayew, Michu, Sisto, Sigurdsson, Ki Sung-young, Neil Taylor, Williams, Fernandez and Carl Norton slightly pushed forward a bit by the looks of things, so maybe we should be focusing down the left hand side, and then Fabianski in goal. So hopefully we can pick up a win here. Hopefully Sisto doesn't do anything against us, and let's get into the game. Okay, so hopefully we have something in between the great performance against Arsenal and the scoring touch that we had in the last 10 minutes against Leicester. Ayew has got it in our box though. Don't concede so early, please. Timo Horn with a great save. Timo Horn is definitely starting to earn his salary now. But Gamboa is now on the ball. Can he find someone with a pass? That pass is bloody awful. And Ayew has so much space now. Ball upfield quickly to Rondon. Knocks it down to McLean. Can something be made of this? Inside surely would be the choice. To 24. Fletcher. Back out wide. Can McLean get there? He can. Just lay it off again. There's so much space there, but he's crossed it in. I'm not sure that was the best choice. I think Gamboa had done the overlap there. And apparently that was a header on goal by us. There's been no clear-cut chances this game so far though. We have had 7 shots against us, 4 on target, 2 off. We've committed a lot of fouls. McLean whips it in. Nothing happening there. Michu is now on the counter to Sisto. There's so much space on that right. Norton rushing forward. It's cut back into Ayew, but Horn with a great save keeps hold of the ball. Timo Horn is starting to be the keeper I hoped he'd be when I signed him. Okay, Timo Horn, think about it, to Evans, off to Romero, to Fletcher, out wide to McLean. Inside back to Fletcher to Rondon. McLean is there. Can he get past his man? Oh, it's offside. Morrison just creeped offside. Can't find the ball out wide. So Pocognoli out to Pavon. Can you find the ball inside to Morrison? Yes, he can. Out back to Pavon, who's running down the wing. Cut it inside. Don't shoot. God damn it. Why would you shoot there? Timo Horn to Evans. To Romero, to Dawson. I'd have preferred it to number 7, but it's fine. Pocognoli to Pavon. Pavon inside to Morrison. Morrison inside to Fletcher. Not the best of balls, but Chester's now got it on the right. How will Chester do as right back? He finds McManaman. McManaman crosses it in. Pavon at the back post. Okay, this is better though. So we've managed to pick up a 0-0 draw. To be honest, the way that started, I'm quite happy with how that ended up. So well done boys, like the character is there. these 3 games may not have been our best performances, but the character of our team is starting to show, so I'm proud of them so far. 3 hard games, but we've managed to get 5 points from 3 games, which is always a plus. We're now at 8th. We jumped over Everton, so we're at 8th. Leicester picked up a win against Everton. That's a good win for them. Palace have been J&O'd almost against Norwich. And Stoke have beaten Liverpool. Great win for Stoke. Stoke are starting to climb that table. They've had great performances all episode. So well done, Kurt, for that one. So as you can see the table, I'm still the top 1, but Kurt is starting to chase me now. So let's get into the Skype call and see how the boys felt their teams did.
What's going on, people? This is Dave. I'm back with the final chat for this long and probably exciting, action-packed episode. Obviously, it started off with myself getting sacked, and we're going to go straight into the action. I'll start off with myself. Obviously got sacked. Started off as a Leicester City boss. Had a West Ham Cup tie, which took us to extra time, but we got a big victory in the end there. Then we played Joe, which was an interesting game. I took the lead there, and then we got a red card and bottled it, losing 3-1. But to be fair, his subs worked wonders. Kabay scored an absolute screamer as well from a free kick. So I can't take that away from him. And then we played J&O, where similar sort of thing happened. Bottled the penalty. Still took the lead though, with the substitute. And then J&O side obviously came back and got the victory in the end. And then changed the formation. Wanted to go with 2 strikers instead of the 1 which I've been playing for the rest of the episode. And it worked wonders against an Everton side I thought we'd struggle against. They couldn't get a look in all game, and we ended up winning that one 2-0. So we'll start off with you, Kurt, because I know you had a good episode anyway. So how did it go overall?
Oh, I had a fantastic episode. Thank you for asking. Basically, started off, knowing that if I lost again, that would mean I have only won 1 game in my 11 games or something like that. So that wouldn't be good. And I had basically 1 chance in that game, and I scored, and I won 1-0. Then I moved on. That was against Southampton. I got Aston Villa in my next game, and I thought, oh, a nice tasty home game. Should be easy 3 points, and it was. I had another 2 shots in that game and scored another 2 goals. It's another boring game. Then I felt, I've had me 3 wins on the trot. I'm going to Liverpool. I'll just try and grind out a win, and somehow I did. I went ahead with Affolai, and then I did. I Azzopardi'd myself and bottled it in the second half. However, luckily, I undone it with fantastic work from Ibrahim Affolai, who is storming away with things at the moment, and Hosselu, who is again storming away with things. Affolai's on 8 goals and 5 assists with 2 man of the matches. Decent. So overall, well, I couldn't have really had a better episode unless I scored more goals and conceded less, but I'll take it.
That's good. Jano, what about yourself?
It was one of those episodes where nothing felt like it was going right, but the players showed a lot of character in every single game. The Arsenal game, we got outplayed, but my defence just kept plugging away, and Timo Horn, who I brought back in, just kept making save after save, and we managed to somehow get a draw out of that game, which I just don't know how we did it, but the defensive performance was amazing. Then we had the game against Dave, and to be honest, first half we pretty much dominated you, and I thought, this is the way it's going to go. Great, we're going to get a goal at some point and we'll win the game. Then there was that penalty. I was like, this is the first time he's been in my box and he's gone and won a penalty. Then I saw Mahrez step up and I was like, that's fine, it's Mahrez, it's not going to go in.
It's absolutely shocking.
Then the second half, you started to come back into the game and I could see it happening, and then the goal came and I was just like, crap, if we'd just taken some of our chances first half, this probably wouldn't be happening. I probably panicked and changed all 3 of my forward players, and it worked. I had changed to a different style. I think I went counter-attack. I thought, he's coming on to me, I'll just try and catch him on the counter, and we managed to get 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. And then against Swansea, you've built a good side there, Dave, to be honest. I was getting dominated first half, and then I had to change tactics again, and fortunately we shored things up and managed to get a 0-0 draw. But I love the character that my players are showing. It wasn't the best performances in every game, but they kept battling and we managed to get 5 points out of 9.
Yeah, he said you built up a strong side. It's a shame that every player seemed to hate you.
I know, that's what he said on the press conference as well. I don't know why. I think it's probably because of the sale of Sigurdsson, but I don't know, the morale there was always crap anyway since it started. But it's crazy how J&O was at the start of the series a player we thought was going to really struggle, and then it took a little bit of time for those new signings to come in, and now he's a force to be reckoned with in the league anyway.
New signings, Calorie was awful against you. Like,
you missed a few
every touch was poor, every shot was poor. But I just don't know what to do with him now.
Joe, we're going to finish off with you now anyway. How did it go for you?
Before I start this, can someone please get the violin out? Because I'm going to need it. I think I'm going to get the sack in the next 3 games. Yeah, 3 games. So I started off, high on confidence. I've got a Capital One Cup quarter-final game against Chelsea. No big team, not a big team. I lost 2-0, so we won't talk about that one. I then got invited to a Vardy party. Vardy, of course, he pulled in this party and scored first. I actually came into the game again, and I scored 3 goals and actually won a game. That was my first win in 8 or 9 games. That's fantastic. Then we won't speak about the last 2 games because I threw away a 2-1 lead against Watford, and well, I just lost 4-1 to bottom of the league. So, yep.
Next episode, I guess we're going to do another 3 games. I know for me, I've got Sunderland, City, Man City, that is, and Spurs. Probably 3 points out there I'll be very happy with. See any more I'll be ecstatic with. But Kurt, who else have you got in the next episode?
I've got an away game against Mitrovic, which is something that I'm fearing because I just feel like I'm going to get dominated, and if I don't, then I will put my goalkeeper up front just to make sure Mitrovic wins against me. And then I've got Manchester United and Arsenal at home. So like you, I'm probably hoping for 3 points, although away against Newcastle isn't an easy game. I'm just hoping to get any points, really.
Jano, what about you?
I have no idea who I'm facing. My nerves were shot after 3 games, so I just shut the game down. I was like, I'm done.
You got Norwich away, then Watford at home, and then a big game to potentially sack Crystal Palace boss Joe Palmer.
That could be 9 points there for you.
I don't know who Joe Palmer is. It's actually the Melsianek in Hesbon.
Oh, sorry, the Melsianek in Hesbon.
I'll be honest, it would be like pretty sweet comeback there if I can get Joe sacked after that start to this series where he just annihilated me. So yeah, I'm hoping for 9 points.
Do you mean the 5-0 loss?
Yes.
Oh God, remember
okay,
that.
sorry.
JNO.
Yeah.
I forgot totally.
That's never going to leave me, even despite the fact I'm 8th.
Yeah. And Joe, obviously we know you've got West Brom in one of your games. What about your other 2 games?
I've got West Ham away, so I'm probably going to lose that. I've got Everton away, so I'm probably going to lose that. And I've also got West Brom away, so
3 away
I've actually
games.
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away games in a row.
Whoa, that's scheduling.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. So I'm pretty fucked, to say the least.
So I'm going to call it quits now on the episode. Obviously we know what's going to be happening next episode, and we had an action-packed and kind of fun and interesting episode. Finally we're back anyway with the mid-table clash. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Make sure you drop a like down below on all the videos. Subscribe to all our channels as well. All the links to the other guys are going to be in my description at least. And I'll see all you guys next time anyway. If you guys want to say bye too.
Spoiler alert, Dave's getting sacked again next episode.
Oh yeah.
See you guys later.
Bye.
I'm not saying bye.
Not this shit again.
Here we go.